Zzoo has a big beak and a bad attitude, but if it's on your side, both can be an asset. From pure aggression to stealthy assassination, there are many ways to claim victory over your opponent with this bad bird. Welcome to the Zzoo Neftie Spotlight. Zzoo has tons of mobility. With a movement range of 5 tiles and the ability to travel over walls, Nefties, and empty spaces, nothing can stop Zzoo coming in and out of the fight. Zzoo also has a unique basic attack, dealing 3 instances of piercing damage. Ignoring a large chunk of armor, swift strikes can cause tremendous damage to high defense opponents like Dinobit and Number 9, and also trigger Dip King's slippery skin ability, providing even more threats and cunning strategies to outwit your opponent. Zzoo's passive, Painful Shriek, punishes those trying to beat up our beloved bird. Zzoo lets out an ear-tearing shriek when hurt, dealing damage to nearby Nefties. This piercing screech holds no friends, causing damage to both allies and enemies. Zzoo's ferocious attitude often gets him in dangerous situations. His first ability, Attacking Back, causes Zzoo to strike an enemy, then jump back out of reach. Causing tremendous damage whilst leaving the battlefield is a big threat to anyone trying to focus down your pesky parrot. Cast Zzoo's ability, Sharp Gust, to gain control over your enemy. Pushing a strong gust of wind, Zzoo causes damage to Nefties over 3 tiles. The gust is so strong, it pushes every Neftie struck back 2 tiles on the map and 1 TU down the timeline. Despite being frail, Zzoo has plenty of tricks up his sleeve to keep him alive. Feeling vulnerable? Use Zzoo's reaction ability Overtake. If attacked at close range before Zzoo's next turn, jump behind the aggressor and overtake all Nefties on the timeline. Mind games can save you precious hype or precious life, making every decision for your opponent even more terrifying. Zzoo's ultimate ability, Skydrop, causes Zzoo to take off into the sky to prepare a devastating dive attack next turn. With great power comes great responsibility, so it's up to you to predict your opponents, control their Nefties, and mess with their heads to wreak havoc on your enemies. In many games, Zzoo will have the opportunity to punish an over-aggressive player. With Byte-Bit isolated from his allies, this is a great opportunity to turn this match into a 3v2. Taking advantage of swift strikes, I can deal significant damage to Byte-Bit. By using Axo Bubble's basic attack, we can weaken Byte-Bit further whilst pushing him down the timeline, allowing Zzoo to strike again first. With Dip King now out of the way, we can continue safely dealing damage to Byte-Bit. Knowing my next basic attack is not going to kill, I activate my reaction ability Overtake. This allows our frail bird to avoid taking damage whilst also jumping to the front of the timeline. Overtake prevents Block Choi from going next, removing the ability to heal Byte-Bit with Life Cycle, giving Zzoo a clean kill. In this game, I see an opportunity to kill the enemy Dinobit. Using Axo Bubble's basic attack, we give our Dino enough hype to use its Stomp ability. Drastically pushing the enemy's Dinobit down the timeline is a perfect setup to assassinate him with Zzoo's ultimate ability, Skydrop. I activate Skydrop on the tile left of the jump pad, allowing Axo Bubble to push the Dino even further down the timeline. My team has now done enough chip damage to set up a one-shot with a Skydrop and Attack and Back combo, dealing a huge 460 damage, annihilating the enemy Dino and keeping my Zzoo safely out of reach. If you're wanting to purchase your own Zzoo from the Aurory marketplace, prioritize these stats to make the most out of your Neftie. Initiative and attack are the most important stats to power up your parrot. With high initiative, all of Zzoo's actions cost less timeline units, including Zzoo's incredibly powerful ultimate ability. Combining this with a high attack stat to boost Zzoo's damage output will apply massive pressure on your opponents. If you're seeking an aggressive run and gun playstyle, then you may want to invest in a high health stat. After all, big damage means nothing if you're dead. However, if you want to be a skydropping assassin, sacrificing some health points to secure those high attack and initiative stats might be well worth it. If you're working on a budget, sacrificing ether defense, and ether attack will still provide you with a solidly powerful Zzoo. However, if you are looking to invest, ether defense is the best stat to keep, as defense and ether attack are nearly negligible and will have very minimum impact on your Zzoo's playability. So what are you waiting for? Pick up your Zzoo from the marketplace to wreak havoc with your opponent's minds and their Nefties.